Dave Joe once again for Punch Out Boxing. Pleased to be joined by Eddie Hearn. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad we got tonight done. It was a real struggle with about 4 different cancellations, and we kept the show on, and I'm glad we did. Great main event, some real standout performances on the card. Great before the bell section as well, and yeah, glad we got it all done. And congratulations to Terry Harper, massive win for her career, 3-division world champion, and a really good main event.
I mean, in regards to Terry Harper and what went right for her, but what went wrong for Rihanna Dixon? I mean, was it okay? I mean, she looked totally relaxed when before the bell actually struck. Everything looked well.
It was just experience from Terry Harper. You know, I thought Terry physically looked fantastic. I thought she boxed very well long, and then when she tied her up well, and then she worked her on the inside. Both girls were badly hurt in the fight, but Terry just kept her composure, kept her shape, and I thought she won. 7-3, 6-4, something like that, in a really good fight.
Peter McGrael, how good was he? I mean, what a massive statement he made against Brad Foster. I mean, were you expecting that to end how it did?
I rate Peter very, very highly. You know, I think one thing that people have always talked about is, does he have the punch power? And the answer is yes. You know, I think he's really sitting down his shots. The guy had like a 5-second mistake once in his career, and obviously lost to Jericho Quinn. But now, for me, I want to gear him up for that Dennis McCann fight. That's been ordered by the British Boxing Board of Control. It's been ordered by the EBU as well. It's exactly the kind of fight we make, and we hope that can happen next.
Got to ask you as well about the scenes over in Madison Square Garden. Going to be totally honest, I mean, that was disgusting with the paint thrown on Sandy Ryan. Again, we've met loads of times. I'm from Derby myself as a Derby native, and just a follower of boxing. It is disgraceful. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, when you see the CCTV, which is obviously now with the NYPD, it's a clearly targeted attack. Like, with all due respect to Michaela Meyer against Sandy Ryan, like, people aren't just turning up to throw paint on Sandy Ryan. It's a premeditated, planned attack to disrupt Sandy Ryan in the fight, and which is disgusting in itself. But you know, these people parked outside the hotel, they waited for her, they had people inside the hotel telling them when they were coming out. They got out of the car in a hoodie, they run over, they threw paint on her, they ran back in the car and sped off. All to try and get an advantage in the fight, in my opinion. Now, I don't know, I'm not saying Michaela Meyer was involved, but I'm saying that I'm almost certain this has come from people related to somebody involved with the fight. Because I just do not believe that some random from New York just plants themselves outside the hotel with people inside telling them, and the NYPD are very confident that they'll get to the bottom of this. They've got the vehicles, they've got all the faces of the people, and it's going to come out. And when it does, it will be dealt with harshly, and I hope the people involved make sure that Sandy Ryan gets what she deserves, which is another shot at the world title, particularly. By the way, it was a great fight, and I can't believe she actually composed herself to even be in that fight and perform like that. So, you know, we need to get to the bottom of it, and I'm not going to stop till we do get to the bottom of it, because it's bang out of order. You know, you can't do that to someone's career, and you know, we'll make sure she gets you know, what she deserves, which is another big fight.
Got to ask you as well about AJ. Since what's happened has happened, how composed is Anthony Joshua? Are we confident that the rematch can happen? What's next, do you think?
I mean, the rematch can definitely happen. You know, it's within our contract. It's also at the request of His Excellency, really, to make that fight. It just depends if we're going to be ready for that fight, and if we decide to take that instead of waiting for Fury against Usyk. But the attraction of that is it's for the world title. Do you know what I mean? And if Fury loses, that's not for the world title. So AJ right now has a shot at the world heavyweight title in his hands, and he'll want to take it, but it's up to his team to make the right decision for him.
Very finally as well, Undisputed comes out on PlayStation 5, Xbox, massive game. First of all, are you in that game?
No, I don't believe I am. They couldn't afford me. No, they couldn't afford me. And is it even a game if I'm not in it? I mean, I don't know.
But you could get your sparring partner, Simon Jordan.
I know the people who have been behind that game. I believe Saudis also have had some input into that game, and you know, it's been a long time coming. So congratulations for getting it off the ground.
Thanks for a great night here in Sheffield, Eddie, and we'll catch up with you soon.